Her question is about the two terms. The first one is emptiness, Suññata, and the second one is bodhicitta.
Can I ask you what you understand by emptiness, please?
My very rough understanding is that, for example, at the moment of dana, there's no one who gives and no one who receives.
We are talking about emptiness or dana, generosity.
She only understands the emptiness in the situation of dana, but not in other situations.
That's why many people, when they come across the word of the teachings, they just have their own idea for dana and for other situations together with emptiness. But is there enough understanding of each word of the Buddha, which just talk about the subtlety of what he said, which is there now? One reality at a time, or one word at a time, to be considered again and again and again, to right understanding, whether it understands how much about that which has heard. So now, is this room empty?
I think that there are many people in this room.
So it's not empty. When everything goes out, when everyone, is it empty? No one in this room. Is it empty? Is the room empty?
There must be other kinds of beings.
So understanding what's meant by emptiness, ordinary meaning, no one there at all. And then even there's no one, there is something, even no one. And if we take everything in this room out, is it empty? Everything.
A little bit.
What do you mean, a little bit? Is there emptiness a little bit? Or it's empty? Everything can be broken up into just a very, very tiny piece. Is it empty? The dust, is it empty? Just the particle. That's why we have to be truthful to the truth. Buddha taught about whatever is there, so real about its truth. What is the truth of that which is there? Emptiness. But is there something? Why did he say about it? Empty. See? That's why even at moment of thinking about emptiness, it's a reality which thinks. So what is meant by empty or emptiness? If nothing arises at all, is there any moment knowing that it's empty? If nothing arises at all, see? But at moment of thinking about emptiness, what is that? Not empty at moment of thinking, but thinking arises and then falls away, never to return. Where is it? Empty. Not anyone or anything at all. So Suññata, anatta is that which is there and then falls away, for sure. Everything, never to arise again. So before seeing, there's no seeing, and then there's seeing, and then no seeing. That's the meaning of the emptiness of whatever is there. Just be there. So very short in a moment. Who knows a moment right now? There is seeing, but many moments of seeing. Each moment of seeing is empty when it's not there anymore. And this is so true, Ariya Satya, the first Ariya Satya of the Four Noble Truths. Whatever arises falls away. Empty. Never be there again. Never arise again. Is that true? Is it the way to gradually letting go? The idea of someone or something is so permanent right now. And that can be realized, but without any understanding, it's impossible. That's why we have to understand more and more about what is said. For example, sati. What is it? We can think about it in many aspects. What is sati? Is there sati? Not just sati is there, and it's such and such, but what is it? Many answer from what is heard, one by one. It means how much understanding of what is heard about the truth of every moment in life. Common idea. What is sati? Not yet get deeper and deeper to the nature of it, but heard about sati from the very beginning. What is it? Not just say it without understanding what it is. So now it's time to begin to develop careful considering, because usually, even hearing Dhammas or not Dhamma, everyone has less, very, very little careful considering, just follow instantly. For example, the AT or A1 and so on, see many words, just follow instantly. But the truth is there which can be studied to begin to understand what is meant by understanding and ignorance. Are they empty? Just for everyone to develop understanding by one's careful considering, not the others careful considering at all, not just follow, but learn to be careful considering from the word is heard and from the nature of it and when it's there. So it do not just talk about the name or the reality, but talk about the way to realize the truth that Buddha had realized. And he showed the truth, the Four Noble Truths. The fourth truth is the path leading to realize the Four Noble Truths. Otherwise we don't know where's the first truth. Right now, where is the first truth? Every moment, everything, unknown. So what is that? Is it a reality that cannot understand, cannot know the truth at all? So it's now viccha, no understanding, ignorance. It's not just the word. It's the moment of no understanding of the truth. That seeing does not stay. it does not last. As soon as it has arisen, it falls away instantly. Condition the next moment instantly, on and on, from moment to moment. It's not just a word, but it's a truth to be considered, because we just learn to understand some realities. But we've learned to understand the main one, the master of the world, the reality which arises and experiences the object anytime, even at sleep, at birth, at moment of death. To understand the truth, it's no one. It's there, only very short. Who can imagine how short it is? And then Suññata. Is the truth. This is the beginning to understand their life, short or long, to be this personality of this person just in this life. And what has happening from moment to moment in life, before we learn about wholesomeness or unwholesomeness, or that which is not wholesome or unwholesome, and so on, just to let go the very basic idea of self. Even right now, feeling is my feeling, memory is my memory. Everything which experiences the object is I, and that which does not experience belong to me, my class. See, ignorance is there. Empty. Whatever is there, it's empty. Just only very short moment, and then never there at all. Now it's a little clear understanding of what is there now. So, can there be the answer of what is there now? Many answer because they are true. All of them, which is true, is there now, that it can be recognized. Even just by memory, remember the word about it. Or the truth begin to be developed, but not by citta, see. We learn to understand different realities at a time. There is not only citta. Even citta now sees. Who knows if Buddha didn't teach about it at all? What is there can be known only one at a time, because that which arises to experience is only one. So it experiences only one object at a time. And by conditions, they are different from moment to moment. By the nature or by the object. For example, even the object is different, but the reality which experiences has to be only that which is achieved. But the difference is the object which it experiences. That's all. Learn to understand each moment until a conditioned moment of attending to what is there from what is heard and understood. Usually, in a way, the truth is always forgotten. I all the time, things all the time. Nothing is empty because it's there right now. But the absolute truth, the ultimate truth is that actually there's nothing permanent. Can seeing be I then, because it is conditioned to arise to see and then gone. So everything cannot be taken for anyone or any permanent thing at all. No, is there any doubt about emptiness? Not the word to remember, but to understand of its nature right now. Previous moment is not this moment. Yesterday moments, it's not this moment. Empty. And we take that which is so short as something permanent from birth to death. But the understanding, even its intellectual understanding, is gradually developed, not to remember the word, but to understand the truth little by little. Because now everyone knows that is seeing, it's conditioned just to arise to see. Who knows that? It's gone. Never to arise again. Empty of things and people and whatever is there at all. So now if someone said that that is permanent, you know, it's right or wrong. Anicca, dukkha, anatta, or sankhara dhammas. There are two kinds of dhammas. We learn a little more to understand what is there now. When we talk about sati, if not enough understanding the characteristic of sati, how can it be known, realized that it's there or not? See, because the arising and the falling away so very quickly, successively, covers up the truth. But the holy or the noble truth is dukkha, the first one. It's not just the word, but it's the truth of it. When it's empty, should they be clinging to that which is not there anymore? Only ignorance take it for permanent. It's still there. That's why the ultimate truth is so very subtle, but it can be gradually known, stage by stage, and beginning to understand another reality, which is not the chief of experiencing. Like we use the word sati and panya and phassa and manasika. It's so amazing. There's no understanding of any characteristic, any nature of what is there that we have heard. But as soon as we heard the word, we think that we understand. Is that true? But in truth, it's only the word remembered. But the characteristic is not attained even from the very beginning, and more to be different degrees of understanding. The development of understanding of the path, not just heard about the truth, but understand the truth is there. Why is it? To understand it as it is. Otherwise, how can be the understanding of the truth of what is there now as it is? For example, seeing. Is it subtle? Is there any way to realize it? Or just thinking about it in a day? See, not enough condition. There's a lot of thinking about this and that, but no thought, no thinking moment of citta now. Until time comes, proper conditions develop enough to the degree of beginning to not forget the word we have heard about that which is seen. Little by little, and that which sees, little by little, unexpectedly, anatta, see, more subtle than that, not by anyone, but by the realities which performs its function, not that which arises to experience, but to guard. See, another word, guard what? akusala, not to get at that, to be there at that moment. Begin to understand each moment closer and closer, from hearing, considering, until it can condition moment of beginning to attend and then to be aware, more direct, even its direct awareness of our reality directly. What about understanding? That has been heard, the first round, is not enough to understand instantly the nature of that which has been heard, but to develop very gradually what is there. Not only one reality, but there can be understanding of only one reality at a time. Not just by thinking, see, but wise attention. When we use the word manasikara, it seems that, oh, I know manasikara, but considering carefully, what is it? No word, but it's there, performing the function, considering the characteristic which is there, not at will or by expectation, but by proper conditions for that to arise at such level. That's why understanding the parami and the three rounds of the Four Noble Truths. So what round is there now? But when it's more and more and more developed, right understanding knows what round begin. Do you need anyone to tell you? Then it's not right understanding. It's just hearing and beginning, and there's doubt. Just as whether is it right all the time? Is it true all the time? That's not one's own understanding. So, is there sati now? Or not yet, because not enough understanding of the nature of sati. Just heard about it. Is this the teachings of the Buddha? Or your own understanding, your own thought? That's why if one thinks by oneself, is it right? Can it be right? According to the ultimate truth. Now, whatever appears, arises and falls away in split seconds. The first round of understanding the First Noble Truth, which is empty.